Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to another weekly live trading webinar where we look at live trading strategies, risk management, and a weekly market outlook for the beginning of the week. Now, just to bring your attention to the fact that any opinion, news, research, prices, analysis, or information discussed in this webinar or linked to this presentation is provided as general market commentary and does not constitute investment advice. If you're looking for investment advice, be sure to contact a regulated financial advisor. Now, for those of you who haven't met me, my name is Dumelo. I'm a senior market analyst here at CWG Markets, and I'll be taking you through today's session as well. Now, to keep up to date with CWG Markets and any updates, especially trading updates and daily tips, be sure to subscribe to this channel that you see here, where you'll receive daily market news and outlooks, educational trading content, webinar access and event updates, official promotions and announcements as well. So scan the QR code that you see on the screen or send this to a fellow trader friend who you believe would benefit from daily market tips and analysis from CWG Markets. Now, for those of you that are trading with CWG Markets or are planning to do so, please be aware of the 100% welcome deposit bonus offered by CWG Markets, where you can enjoy 100% deposit on every deposit up to $1,000 on your trading account, where you can double your funds, increase your margin, double your equity, and grow your account in the most efficient way possible. Now, since this is a market outlook for the week, what we are going to do is jump straight into the charts and have a look at how the markets are shaping up for the beginning of the week. And starting with our first symbol, we have gold over here. So if we zoom in a bit here on the charts, looking at gold, we can see that gold has opened the week with upward momentum into our resistance zone, currently testing the resistance zone, which is sitting between the 5,400 psychological level and the 5,415 level for our zone of resistance on gold, where price is approaching this level with upward momentum. So a break and a close above this level opens up doors for price to continue this upward momentum, with the next resistance at the psychological level of 5,500, where a bounce off this level could indicate a pullback in this current upward move, or potential start of a reversal of the momentum to the downside, with the next major support level sitting at the 5,084 level, 5,084 level on XAU USD gold. So key level to look out for, and how price reacts to this level will definitely determine with what the moves are for the next coming few days on XAU USD gold. Now, moving along, we've got US oil. So US oil, WTI crude oil. As we can see here, US oil has opened the week, gapping into our resistance level here of the 73.96 level, where we had price gap through our resistance as well at the 70.29 level, with price testing the resistance at 73.96, coming down to retest the resistance broken, now turned to support at the 70.29, and now in between here, currently moving in between this range, where, as we can see, a break and close above the 73.96 level continues this upward gap, with the next major resistance sitting at the 80.43 level, whereas a bounce off this level could see a retest of this 70.29 level, or the potential start of the move back to close this gap that has started at the beginning of the week. So again, very important key to see where oil closes at the end of the day, as this is going to determine the move for the next coming few days on US oil. Now, moving along, we're going to only focus today on our commodities, our indices, and cryptos, as the currencies have not been loaded yet on the chart here. So next, what we're going to move on to is our indices, And starting with our first index here, we've got the Hang Seng, which is HK50. So the Hang Seng, as we can see, started the week breaking through our support level at the 26,226 level, with price coming down to test the next support share at the 25,890 level. Now, a bounce off this level at the 25,890 level could indicate a pullback in this downward move, with a possible retest of the 26,226 level, or the 26,323 level, or even the 26,454 level on HK50, which will be a pullback in this downward move over here. Otherwise, a break above all these levels could indicate a potential of a reversal to the upside. But again, we first need to face this resistance before confirming this reversal. Now, a break below this 25,890 level and a close below this level continues this downward move, with the next major support sitting at the 25,572 level on HK50. So again, a key level that HK50 is currently testing, and how price reacts off these levels will then determine the move for the next few days on Hang Seng. Next is the IBEX, which is ESP35. The IBEX ESP35, Spain 35. As we can see here, price is currently testing our major support zone here, which is a zone sitting between the levels of the 18,200 psychological level and the 18,188 level of our zone of support, which is the previous level of resistance that price broke through. As we can see over there, price broke through that level and is now retesting this level, whereas a bounce off this level will then confirm the continuation of this upward trend, with the next resistance at the 18,600 psychological level, whereas a break and a close below the current support level then could confirm a potential reversal of the momentum back to the downside, with the next major support sitting at the 17,665 level on ESP 35, Spain 35 IBEX. So again, a key level to look out for, as this is going to determine the move for the next coming few days. Then we move on to the next index, which is the NASDAQ, NAS 100. So NASDAQ, we can see prices coming off our support level here at the 24,672 level, where a bounce off this level, as we can see, is opening up doors for a reversal of the momentum here, reversal of the momentum to the upside, with the next major resistance all the way up at the 26,164 level, whereas a break below this support level continues the momentum back to the downside, with the next major support level sitting at the 24,344 level. No clear trend as yet, but we're looking at where the momentum is lying, and since we see price has failed to close below our support level here at the 24,672 level, this is giving us signals of a potential reversal of the momentum back to the upside. And this is on NASDAQ, NAS 100, also UT 100 on the CWG trading platform. Next up, what we'll look at is FRA 40, which is the CAC 40. So FRA 40, as we can see, opened the week gapping through our major level of, well, our support level, which is a psychological level at 8,500, which is a previous level of resistance that price broke through, and price has gapped below now, with the momentum now shifting to the downside, which has now opened up doors for a continuation of this downward move and a test of our major support level at the 8,319 level. Whereas price fails to continue back to the downside, we could see a closing of the gap and a retesting of this 8,500 psychological level as well on FRA 40. But as we can see here, the momentum has now shifted to the downside, and on the lower time frames, maybe opportunities to catch this downward momentum to the next major support level at the 8,319 level on the CAC 40 FRA 40. And moving along to the next index, we've got US 30, Dow Jones. So Dow Jones, as you can see, price has opened up the week, also gapping through our major support zone here, breaking below the 48,767 level and the 48,532 level of support, where a break below this and a close, as we can see, price currently breaking below this level, but a close confirms this momentum back to the downside and a continuation of this downward move, continuing this downward trend, where this opens up doors for a continuation or a reversal of the momentum to the downside, with the next major support level sitting all the way down at the 45,764 level. Whereas a failure to close below this 48,532 level, we could either see, again, a retesting of this level or a closing of the gap, giving us a deeper pullback in this downward move. So a deeper pullback in this downward move then could see either a retest of the 48,532 level or a retest of the 48,767 level, which would also be a closing of the gap before continuing to the downside, or a break above both of those levels could confirm a reversal of the momentum, with the next major resistance at the 50,228 level. But before we can see that happening, we first need to see a retest of the 48,532 level, as well as a retest of the 48,762 level, and a rejection of either bounce, then can see look at the potential reversal of the momentum. All right, now next, moving along from US 30, the last index we'll look at is the UK 100, which is the FTSE. So UK 100, FTSE, we can see a move and a testing of our psychological level here of the 10,000 and 10,900 level, psychological resistance level on UK 100, with, as we can see, the momentum and the trend all the way to the upside, where a bounce off the psychological level could trigger a minor pullback of this trend with a retest of the 10,800 level, or even a retest of the 10,700 level, indicating a minor pullback or a pullback in this upward trend. Whereas a break below the 10,700 level could indicate a start of a reversal of the momentum to the downside, with the 10,600 level as the next psychological support level on UK 100. But at the moment, we've got UK 100 currently testing all-time highs here, fresh all-time highs, and testing a psychological resistance level, and how price reacts between the 10,900 level and the 10,800 psychological level will then determine whether this is a minor pullback or a start of a reversal to the downside on the FTSE UK 100. And those are our indices. Now moving along to the cryptocurrencies. So crypto, we've got BTC USD over here. So BTC USD is currently ranging, where the top of the range is currently sitting at the 68,070 level, and the bottom of the range, which is a zone between the 64,136 level and the 62,990 zone of support at the bottom of this range over here, with price currently consolidating in this tight range over here. Now, obviously, we can expect price to trade within the bottom of the range, within this range, but for clear direction, a breakout above the top of the range still faces further resistance at the 70,659 level, with only a break of the zone confirming a reversal to the upside and a retest of the resistance at the 76,332 level. However, a break below the bottom of the range also still faces further support at the 60,337 level, and only a break of that then confirms the move back to the downside, with the next major support level sitting at the 54,156 level on BTC USD. But since BTC USD is in this tight range, a breaking out of this range will then determine where the momentum and the trend will continue for the next couple of few days. Next, we're going to have a look at Ethereum, which is ETH USD, also known as XET USD on the CWG trading platform. And as you can see, Ethereum also trading within a tight range over there, where the top of the range is sitting at the 2,106 level, and the bottom of the range is between the zone between the 1,854 level and the 1,829 zone of support for the bottom of the range. Now, since price is coming off the bottom of the range, we could expect a retest of the top of the range. But again, a breaking of the top of the range, as you can see over there, still faces further resistance at the 2,229 level, with only a break of that level confirming a reversal back to the upside, with the next major resistance sitting at the 2,771 level, where a break below the bottom of the range continues this downward move, with the next major support sitting at the 1,670 level on ETH USD or Ethereum XET USD on the CWG Markets trading platform. Now, moving along to the next crypto, we've got Zcash, which is ZEC USD. Zcash is currently eyeing our major support level here, which is the zone between the 205.34 and the 202.15 zone of support on Zcash, where a bounce off this level could indicate a pullback in this downward move, or a potential start of a reversal of the momentum to the upside, with the next major resistance at the 323.77 level of resistance on ZEC USD, where a break and a close below this current level of support then indicates a continuation of this downtrend, okay, with the next major support level at the 165.66 level on ZEC USD. So as we can see, a testing of this level and how price reacts to this level will indicate where the momentum is going to lie for the next coming few days. And this is Zcash, ZEC USD. Next crypto we're going to look at is Cardano, which is ADA USD. So Cardano also trading within a tight range over here, where the top of the range is sitting at the 0.2973 level, and the bottom of the range is sitting at the 0.2587 level for this range, where a break above the top of the range there still faces further resistance at the zone between the 0.3127 and the 0.3154 level of our zone of resistance on Cardano, whereas a break and close below the bottom of the range also still faces further support at the zone between the 0.2432 level and the 0.2420 zone of support, and only a break and close below this level will continue this downward momentum, with the next major support at the zone between the 0.1719 and the 0.1679 zone of support on ADA USD. So again, price still trading within this range, and only a breakout at the top or the bottom of the range will confirm where the momentum is going to lie for the future on Cardano. And then lastly, we're going to look at our last asset for the day, which is Dogecoin, DOGUSD or DOGUSD, DOGUSD on CWG Markets trading platform. And as you can see, price is currently eyeing our major level of support here at the 0.0884 level, where a bounce off this level could indicate a pullback in this downward move, or potential start of a reversal to the upside, with the next major resistance at the 0.1112 level on Dogecoin, whereas a break and close below the support continues this downward move, with the next major support sitting between the 0.0835 and the 0.0813 level of zone of support on Dogecoin. Okay, so traders, those are the key levels to look out for the beginning of the week for our weekly market outlook. And what we will do is we will touch base again on Friday for NFP, as we will be trading NFP live, which will be on Friday, the 6th of March at 1 p.m. CAT or 12 p.m. UTC. Okay, so that is going to be when our next live trading session will be. Now, other than that, traders, again, for those of you that are going to be trading with us at CWG Markets, I want to bring your attention to the fact that a minimum deposit of $10 gets you access to a high leverage multi-asset trading account with CWG Markets, and that high leverage multi-asset trading account is called the CWG Markets Cent account, which gives you access to trade on MetaTrader 5 with the minimum deposit of $10 and giving you access to trade currencies, stock indices, commodities, cryptocurrencies, as well as stocks themselves, giving you access to leverage up to 1:1000, as well as EA automation support. With the CWG Cent account, a minimum deposit of $10, okay, gets you access to this account. And if this is an account you want to trade with, scan the QR code that you see on the top right hand side of the image to apply for a CWG Cent account, as well as taking advantage of the 100% welcome deposit bonus, where you can enjoy 100% bonus on every deposit up to $1,000 on your trading account, where you can double your funds, increase your margin, double your trading equity, so you can grow your account in the most efficient way possible. But other than that, if you enjoyed today's session, please feel free to scan the QR code that you see on the screen and kindly leave CWG Markets a review of the session that you experienced today, as this allows CWG Markets to maintain the quality of its services and education that it provides to its trading community. And if there's any questions you have that you would like to ask me personally, then feel free to contact me directly via email or via WhatsApp, where you can either follow the links that you see on the screen or scan the QR codes that you see on the screen, so that you can get access to ask me any questions or suggest any topics that you'd like to be discussed in future trading webinars. But other than that, that's going to be it for the weekly market outlook for the beginning of the week. We will touch base again on NFP, where we will be trading NFP live together. Now, enjoy the rest of your trading day and all the best for the next coming few days. And we'll see you on Friday, the 6th of March. Bye for now.